My name's Carlotta Allum and I'm studying a part-time PhD at Central St Martin's under the Design Against Crime department. I also run a charity called Stretch that works with prisoners that I started after my own prison experience 25 years ago. I was invited to do the PhD because of my story work with prisoners, and I am investigating how telling your story creatively can actually rehabilitate you and help you envision a better future. So when I came out of prison, I studied to be an art teacher and I couldn't get a job because of my criminal record, and I became very interested in social justice issues, and I was volunteering in a prison, and I started taking some prisoners on trips to museums and galleries, and I got some funding from the Arts Council to carry on this work, and I started this charity on the back of these small projects. My work has often been very object-based, and I've been looking at ways to bring arts and museums and galleries to people that would not usually access them. And I ended up doing some work in a prison in Thameside, and Central St Martin's were in there doing some work of their own, their Design Against Crime department. And I got talking to Professor Lorraine Gammon, and she actually invited me into the college and suggested that I look into doing a PhD on the subject, and that it grew from there. I now know that there is a whole area of research around narrative criminology and storytelling with prisoners, and how the actual act of retelling your story can make you envision a better future for yourself. So I am trying to create a toolkit and ways for prisoners to tell their stories more easily and to give them a voice and a platform to be heard. These are a couple of objects that I've brought from my own prison experience, and I often use them in workshops to tell my story. Because another angle on my PhD study is that I am the credible messenger that should be doing this work. So the people that co-create these stories should be people with the lived experience and that people open up to. And that is part of the co-creation process and the storytelling process. And the making process on its own is very important in the prison as well, because you find when people are doing things with their hands and making things, they open up a little bit more in the environment, and they seem more open to tell me their story. So we create these beautiful objects as part of the co-creation process, and then we photograph them, and they become little digital stories, which is a mixture of poetry, things they've written, and objects they've created.